This is Jeff Perkins with Cutlery putting together a quick video on the new We Knives Solid. It is the GTC collaboration with We Knives. This is the second collaboration that I'm aware of with GTC. The first one that stands out in a notable fashion, the only other one I'm aware of, is the Zero Tolerance collaboration. This one definitely takes it to a whole nother level. Definitely more in line with the true quality of the GTC knives. This We collaboration is an integral, so definitely more in line with the true GTC customs that you see out there that are just magnificent. I'm going to go ahead and hit the specs on it real quick. Overall length is 8.97 inches. Blade length comes in at 3.88 inches. Blade thickness is 0.15, and that is a CPM 20 CV blade, of course with your very striking compound grind. Handle length is 5.09 inches, and handle thickness comes in at 0.53 inches. And as I mentioned before, it is a one solid piece of titanium handle that is an integral, so they have done some serious work on the milling on this bad boy. Comes in at 5.44 ounces, and it is a right hand tip up carry. There's no lanyard hole on this one. And of course, as expected, runs on bearings, and you get all of the quality that we have come to expect out of the We Knives. I do have the standard version here. This is the carved, and they do come in a black wash and a blue stone wash with either the black wash blade or a very nice light bead blast blade. With the gray, which I have here as well. But we'll get that stock version out of the way because, you know us, we don't care about stock. We're all about making these unique and different. So the first one we have here is a very matted yellow gold background. It is pretty fingerprinted up, just because I do like to do a lot of these videos in the state that you're going to carry it and see it and that kind of thing. Of course, the color pops better when you use your Windex and that type of stuff. But I want to give you guys a true feel of what this knife is going to look like when you get it in hand and carry it around. So you've got that nice yellow black background with a blue stone wash. So all that stone washing has been anodized blue. And we went with blue pivot collar and hardware to match. So how this one works, because you do have the integral, it's not like you can take it apart and put all your pieces in. So once you take out this screw in the pivot collar, you have this titanium piece in here that pulls up, and then you have a little steel running washer that has two ears. You have to twist that to the side to get those ears out of the channel, and then you pull that out, and then up at this end there is the blade stop, which you can see there, and that comes right out of this side with a magnet. So you use your magnet, pull that blade stop out, and then you can pull your pivot out. And of course, this has got the standard We pivot, does have a little cutout, so that stops that We from turning and sliding. It also locks it in place as you put it all back together. And you have a very substantial, well-built lock bar insert. Here, if I can get it to focus for us, is the GTC SLT on the flipper tab. She's really not wanting to focus at the moment, but that is there. And that flipper tab, of course, is the little spring-loaded. Let me get my thing out of the way. You get a very nice, once it lets go, you get that nice schwack as she goes and locks in. Lockup on these are all very nice, and the centering is right on the money. So very happy, of course, with the fit and finish, everything that we expect from WE knives. This is that carved out version. Becomes a lot more apparent once you go ahead and polish everything up. I gave this a nice light blue. There is a little, it's not color variation, it's just a little oil from the pivot. But I really like the carved version with the polish, because it really shows you the feel, shows you the contour in the handle, and of course you have that contour in the blade as well. This one we went with a bronze on the hardware, and it is the black wash blade again, and just turned out beautifully. So all very nice. This is the bead blast blade, which I need to wipe off a little bit, but very, very fine bead blast. It's got some fingerprints all over it, just because it's been touched and played with and that kind of thing. This one I polished out, again, removing the initial anodizing, and did a lot of storm treatment on it. Takes a while to get these guys right, because there is just so much titanium there. As you heat it up to treat it with the superstorm treatment, you got to spend quite a bit of time and to get it even and colored up all over the place. But very happy with the way this one turned out. Did go with the blue hardware on the pivot and screws. And again, centered in very nicely. And boom, once she goes, she really goes. I love the elegance of this compound grind and all the additional contours on this blade. It is done very, very nicely. A very stunning looking knife. And man, it's a good size knife. I like a big knife. This one fits in the hand nicely. You got some sticking out on the back, as well as plenty of handle purchase up front. No jimping on this one, so once you do get it in hand, it is a very smooth feel. There really isn't any jimping or rough spots. As you hold it, you definitely want to get your fingers on that pocket clip. Make sure you're not pushing on the lock bar insert at all when it comes to giving it a flip open. Definitely a very interesting knife, and much, much more in line with the true GTC customs that are out there. So I was very happy to get my hands on these quickly. I'm hoping to get some more in soon. I do have a few more in the workshop that I'm working on, but these are the first 3 to be available. Thank you for tuning in, and if you're interested in anything we've got going on, please check out the website, www.jdcutlery.com. We'll see you on the next one.